All right, folks, this is Khaya's place. We're over in Founders. You can kind of see the sun's going down. We're over in EU Realms. And we have presented before us a house. Nothing too crazy. There's no, all of a sudden, like, arcane ship flying in. No meteors crashing to the ground. No floating jump puzzles. It's a house. So I'm already like, oh, I think we're going to like what we're seeing here. Because we're going direct for, a very solid theme of, again, a house. You can see how we have like the modified greens and the phone notifications and everything. We have some modified greens that are dressing up the side of the house here. Now we're good. On the side here, though, lined up with these trelli, small pantry area, like harvesting stuff, so pretend that we have like an additional farm sort of thing back here where we're grabbing things. Things are piling up. Very cool. Ready for harvest. Or I'm sorry, ready to sell in the market. Back here, we're looking a little empty, but we do have like some trees to help set the tone. And then here we have like this extended gazebo sort of thing that's been set up. Instead of just taking a normal one, they just built their own. Heck yeah. Being dressed up with a little bit of clipping with these curved platforms and one straight one here. And we have like this nice, very open air setup. Chill, have ourselves like some smokes, some drinks, and just kind of enjoy the vibes outside. Notice here how we have this kind of upside down trellis work happening right here. Interesting, actually. So I'm looking at how this trellis is like sitting here. Oh no, there is a gazebo in here. Oh, I was fooled. Okay, so it's just very skinned. Like they used greens to really close it up because I guess they just wanted to like sink the whole thing in, and all they wanted really was like the walls here. Interesting. That's very neat. Yeah, because I was wondering how they managed to get that sort of shape going. Yeah. Thank you, magnifying glass tool, for helping to identify that. Nice. And then right up front, you have like this little flower box being set up. Beam, 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 dirt, more greens on the side, and a little bit up top. Yeah. So it's a very clean look, very cool shot that we can make for ourselves, just like that. Boom. But now let's head on inside and see what's up. All right, once we're inside, you'll notice that we have a side entrance, kind of a rare thing that we get here. And also unique, they're using the wall as this sort of like entrance, sort of walkway. In front of us, though, we have a nice, healthy flower box full of some of my favorites, as well as a place to just kind of like throw down some of our gear. We go in to this sort of living room spot, dining room spot as well. Ooh, very, very pretty. All right. There's going to be quite a bit to break down here. Oh, there's even like this very small set of stairs being set up. There's like a wall here. It's very, very clean. Like the way they're doing this kit bashing. Yeah, really, really cool setup. I'm impressed already with just like how crisp this place looks. All right, so we'll start off on the right, actually. Beyond the flower box here, let's take a look at this box here. It's super, super bright in there. Like there must be like a bajillion lights hanging over there, and shining down all with the intent to create this whole outside vibe. So it's super, super bright. You can't really tell from any angle if there's any walls or not. So a lot of work went into this particular spot. But you can still manage to like make out the greens and everything that are right there. You have your beams that are set. You have one beam that's set up here to act as like the windowsill, a bench to be like the surface. I forgot the name of this bench. It is a elegant covered bench. Cool. But yeah, lots of little things. And then we have like some subtle light coming through. Now, I believe this is coming from the Mechagon light source, not the paladin one, because the paladin one has like a very specific animation to it, but you have like this really good glow that comes in. So they made efforts to not just make sure that the outside is illuminated, you preserve the illusion outside, but you also have the effect of light actually coming in. So if the light settings were set to like something really dark, then you'd be able to see it be more pronounced. But here it comes off as this subtle glow, which works out great. Absolutely great. Elsewhere in this room, we have our spread. Foods out, seats down. You know, notice like little details to show like things are like a little bit tucked in. I like this flower box that they have set up here. They made they went through the trouble of making sure that this trim is still present here. You notice that? So it's a wall that's, you know, brought all the way down and I think flipped as well, but then they also made sure to make sure that the patterning here matches too. So even better. And then from this, I think that's like a shelf or something like that. No, a table in this case. So it's a table, but then they skinned it with a bunch of dirt, threw the flowers in there, and then there you go. So again, we're going to see a lot of these very nice, clean trims. And then once again, you have like this this similar setup here, where you have, you know, a bunch of lights coming in, everything's just kind of glowing and coming in. Nice. Very, very nice. Same window setup there. Little thing for like puppies. And then we have piano. Bunch of platforms. So just lots of platforms and beams to help make the general shaping. Looks like that's like a fence post that helps to keep that, not flap. I don't know what to call it, but to keep that door open. You have a little bit of a peek at the innards, and then of course places sit and play. Very nice. Looks like you got fence posts down there to suspend the piano too. Yeah, so it's a lot of parts that go into this, especially when you look at the multiple platforms that are being used there. But I mean, you got to do it to like get that proper effect. Now there is an upstairs area. Actually, it's not much of an upstairs area. We'll take a look at that in a bit. So like, check out like the little details here. Beams to help support things. Little cobweb there too, because that'd be a heck of a thing to climb in to help keep clean. Yeah, really, really great work. Yeah, you can see like there's like a whole pattern of these beams happening there too. So let's climb up here, since we know it's just going to be a vaulted ceiling. And up here, oh, nice. Oh, dude, these shelves. Oh, those drawers look sick. So up here, we're having beer. You can see a little bit of the froth, or the head right up the top. Key sticks down there, and then here's our pool table. We have a whole bunch of these, I forget which fence posts these, Caldori fence posts. Cool. Yeah, we have those being used. And then we have like the typical, you know, the kind of typical pool table skin that's being used by using these rugs and putting it on top of this framework table. But yeah, these jars look sick. Very, very cool. I mean, it's beams, and then an actual beam for the jar, and then you have like these mug handles right there. You can see that they're also, you know, you can see how those are right there. Very nice. And another little bit of detail, you know, as you're doing this climb, they set up like this other trellis to, you know, put in some of those greens to add a little bit more. Very clean. Very, very clean setup. Yeah, that's really good. I don't think I took screenshots from the previous visit. That's terrible. So let me make sure that I'll make sure I visit there later. And that'll be like off stream. I gotta be a lot more liberal with taking screenshots, because like, yeah, places like these, can't forget them. Like even this window here, really nice, really good setup. All right, so we got options. we're going probably this way. So notice how we have like this pretty dramatic shift from folk to Belemeth kind of style. And also take note of, wow, the skinning here is super, super clean. Because here, the floors have been skinned with beams. You can kind of see like the even pattern of these Belemeth beams. Boom, 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 boom. They're just all lined up, nice and even. They set up this really, really lovely centerpiece here that goes from bottom to top, which is very, very cool. Using the cherry blossom tree and then a bunch of these filigree lights that are sized differently, which is really, really neat. So you have like this very, very cool pattern and sitting on this bed of rocks. And I'm not entirely sure what room this is. This is this is just an elven table. Just a table that has been dyed a little bit, sunk down, nice and easy. I think we see the same thing up top here. Very cool. And then we have like a shot like this. Yeah, dude, that looks really sick. Right up top here, you'll notice in this climb, I think we're using like just beams here too, right? Oh, no, these are tables. Oh, okay, yeah. These are the elven tables that have that little bit of clip to it. But it also comes with like these kind of sharper edges. You can kind of notice there. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, dude. A little bit of Xal'atath dedication there, actually for both of our Void ladies. And then on the other end here, oh, this fireplace looks sick. Wow. Again, note the lines on the beams here. We have a whole wine rack. Very nice. Very unsafe because there's a candle right there that might risk warming up the stuff, but now I'm being really picky. And then up top here, the artificial sun is okay. So they're doing this so they can get the lighting effect down here. So there's like little tiny light fixtures that are coming down. They help to create this glow, which is very convenient. Yeah, that looks sick. Wow. And then the fireplace, you just have what looks like a weapon rack here. You have this, you have the trellis that's dyed in a couple of different ways. Wow. Really good. And then back there, like some Gilnean walls to line up, four sides of this, of that fireplace. Yeah, that's really, really good. Themes are super strong. Yeah, really unique here too. You have the carved table plus the cushions and everything. Nice. Wow, dude. And then we got rooms. Let's explore what the rest of these rooms. Ooh. Oh, wow, dude. This house is so clean. That's going to be like the theming of this particular build. I'm just going to be like, wow, really clean. Like, check out the ceiling work too. They're like, it's, let's liven this thing up. So it's a plain ceiling, but then they just took beams and lined them up with two layers. You can see layer 1, it's a little bit wider. Layer 2, a little bit more narrow. You can see like little tiny bits of clip. No, I'm not even trying to knock it. I'm just trying to point out where you see like the distinctions between each piece. And then behind the bed here. So here we have like this, what looks like curved tables that are helping to make this trim as we go up the rise, boom, boom, right into the bed. But then we have this whole outside. Oh, wow, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool. So they have this whole kind of like rock garden / outdoor illusion sort of setup. So we'll like stop here at this point and just admire the work here. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. I don't know if it's meant to be kind of a perspective shot. Let's kind of take a look. So here's this size. So here's kind of smaller. So maybe it is supposed to be a perspective shot. Yeah. So we'll stick to here again. Oh man, that's neat. That's neat. I wonder how far the Arkandor is supposed to be from us. But yeah, like back here, you can sort of see what's going on, you know, the breakdown. So you have like here, you have a lot of the blue light happening here. I think the tooltip isn't really showing it, but you have like different mechagon lights that are coming down to create this blue glow. Unlike the yellows that we were seeing a little bit earlier. And then right back here, you have like banners and probably rugs of sorts that are coming in. Yeah, lots of little effects that are making up like this shot. Yeah, that's neat. Really, really neat. All right. So what else in this room? Like every angle is like this crazy set. Like, dude, you have like these fences being used as trims at the, you know, as these floor trims. Wow, dude. You climb up one. Here is like this kind of like modern-ish sort of vanity. No, now, unlike what we saw in one of the previous rooms, now we have, again, these blue lights that are shining down and filigrees that are making the sort of overhead lighting. And then here you just have like this really, really bright glow. Nice. And then, of course, like, once again, you have the blue lights coming in. So they're very, very consistent on the lighting here. Over here, you have like the sort of like private trophy room plus like kind of a safe. That's neat. That's neat. They close this off with just with a number of beams, but it just looks really, really clean. The way it all comes together, like it closes off like it's pixel perfect. It's so good, dude. Yeah, so here you can see like kind of the beams happening on this end here. I need to click that. But yeah, again, clean. It was crazy. And then secrets. Now what do we have? Now we have this sort of a moonwell, sort of naturey kind of climb. So let's go up. Yeah, tons of like little details. So like they went through the trouble of creating all, so it's like that's one rock. It looks like it's more, but you know, like the shaping of this, really, really good. Nice and solid. So we're climbing through and we make our way to this shrine. Oh, is it like a puppy shrine or something? Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome dedication. Very cute too. So let's make our way down. Notice here you have like very subtle greens. You know, sometimes like for me example, like I go nuts with the greens. I want to skin the whole place. Here they went through the efforts to make the rocks very, very convincing looking. You know, the whole collapsed look and everything. And then added greens where they felt it was like appropriate. So really good look. Very, very good look. The design on this is immaculate. No notes, dude. No notes, just yeah. All right, so we're gonna retreat back a bit. Was there another room? Not here. Are you talking about? Oh, there's a secret room to get. Okay, we're gonna find it then. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, crazy. Oh god, it's getting crazier. Oh. Good god, dude. So here, boom, we're on a normal floor. But where are we now? We have that outdoor thing plus Sassy Dragon, but let's take a look at what's going on here first. So, what is this? Oh, kind of a library spot, right? Nothing too crazy. See, what I'm kind of astonished by is this is a platform, and it's been embiggened, but somehow it still maintains that very clean look in this place. It could be the candle work that is helping to obscure it a little bit, but yeah, it just stays really, really strong on theme here. Yeah, so here's this cave area. It kind of starts to end, but they built, very cool. They built this furnace right into it. And now we're seeing some of the clipping. Now we're seeing where the texture starts to show because of these are bigger platforms. We have this nice little coffee setup, some storage up top, and then we have this lovely painting right here. Very tasteful. What I love about this a lot is that I can't sit. Okay, I'll sit like this. It's very minimalist, right? You have what looked like, okay, we can break it down, but I'm just going to guess first. You have like these very muted colors, 3 tones. You have what looks like just like an angled something or other, and then these are beams, and that's one carpet. Like that's kind of it. So what kind of thing is this? So yeah, those are just beams. Beam, 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 beam. And then there's a rug. And then this happens to be okay, that's not bad, but I don't know if this is like a wall. This could be a wall, actually. Yeah, I think it is. That's dope. That's dope. And again, like very sharp with the presentation. Now out here, we got a sassy dragon out there in the garden, hanging out, doing their thing. Can I go out there? Yes, I can. Whoops. Okay. So I'm not going to go out there, though. No need to. But this is the shot. We have sassy dragon hanging out there, doing their thing, judging us. But then also check the pattern here. Again, really nice work that they have here. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. We're still not done yet, and clearly I'm missing, I might make a wrong turn here and there, but very immaculate on the detailing here. Man. All right, so let's retreat back now for realsies this time. Yeah, dude. This is amazing. Yeah, this is the kind of house to get jealous over, for sure. Because, yeah, there's so much thought and just detailing the meticulous work that went into, like, every little scene in this place. So, for example, like here we have, just what seems basic. We have our mirror, we have our trellis up there up top to kind of dress things up. Some beams to create this sort of sink. Very nice. And then turning around, we have a, again, kind of a modern bathroom look. We have, okay, what is that? Is that that's not a pipe, I don't think. This is a grand keg. So it's, okay. So it's the bottom of the keg thing. Okay, that's cool. So that's being used as the piping to get this whole waterfall effect to come down. Then we have our knobs and one drain down there. Sweet. Then we have our open loo. How do we sit? We sit or we hang a little bit. No big deal. TP holder and everything. All the good stuff. Everything that we need. All right. The silver between the wood is nice. Yeah, we identified that as a table. The edge of a table it's being used there. All right. So yeah, cool little like couch nook that they have set aside here that's carved in. Oh, that's so good. Really, really neat. So now we're doing this bit of a climb, boom, 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 into the sort of kitchen-y area. But first, dude, this fireplace. Holy moly. So here, again, actually, no, these aren't beams, are they? Oh, no, they are. They're just really bright because of all the lighting effects that are in here. There's a lot of lighting here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, nice. So beams, beams, beams. again, they used they created the sort of drawer thing, but in this case, it's using a Gilnean wall to do that. Here, what kind of screen? Oh, I think this is the is this the jewel crafting thing? Yeah, they use the glass table here, but they just hid everything. And they just wanted to use this for the fireplace. That's really good. Very, very good. Loderon fences are being used there, by the way, and then you just have any number of kinds of like torches or what have you to create the fire effect. Wood is down there. Nice. And then here, oh, we have another outdoor spot. Oh, check that out. Another perspective shot. Oh, that's good. So like here looks great. That looks fantastic. So good. Also, check out the jar work that we've seen before. So we're seeing a repeat of that. So beam linked to the Razor One bar table. Yeah, so we can use, so it's not like they're kit bashing everything. You know, they can use like large pieces here as long as it fits for them. And they come out with like really, really good textures. But yeah, out here, you know, path is being set up. And again, great job with the perspective shot. You know, you have like a smaller bit there. I believe that's like just like a wagon or whatnot, but it's been skinned to make a house. That right there might be the puppy house doing the same thing. You have like one steel window there to create that shot. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. So I think like it's around here that we actually enter the outdoors. Something like that. Yeah. Oh, neat style with the stools here. This is stone. Oh, wow. It's using the stone fence for that? That's cool because it has like this unique setup with these, you know, with those chairs. As for the kitchen area, some heavier kit bashing happening over here. You know, first we have like the kind of like fluorescent overhead lighting that are coming from the aqua windows. Like, again, like this place is super, super bright. It's hard to it's hard to understate that. And then as for the stove right here, let's do the mouse overs because it's nice and easy that way, and we'll break this down. So first off, it's set up with the bar table. Then we have I think it's like a crate, an open crate, a table for like this metal skin here. This is still the crate, and then we have like the buttons. You know, here are the barrels for buttons, and from there you have like these. Let's see what's being used in there. Looks like a candle. Not the water pump there. So it's this one, Storm Song water. Oh, that's being really. So they just took this, they flipped it upside down just so they can make that grill. Or the base of that burner. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Cool. Note the island here as well. Very, yeah, this is good. A lot of the time I'll see islands that try to be like just a certain block or whatnot. Here though, they went through all the trouble of, okay, you have your beams here and then you have your platforms to match, but they made sure the platform, I don't think beveling is the right word, but they're slightly smaller. So that way it serves as the skin of the top rather than trying to be like a solid object. They just kind of fuse it in as much as they can to make it just a surface. And you come out with this look. Yeah, that's really good. That's hella good. Continuing on, we have, you know, pantry area kinds of stuff. Continued use of these drawers. Oh, man. Amazing, amazing place. And I think we've seen everything. Yeah. Right? Yeah, because we had like the one bedroom spots. Yeah. Okay, cool. Wow. I'm very wowed by this place. And this is like a full budget too. Yeah, so they put in all the stops. So like even though it looks like it's minimal, there's like so much, like there's like a lot of little kit bashing here that really starts eating away at the budget. But you have like this very dense, very customized space where, you know, before you know it, you have like tons and tons of pieces that are going into like, oh gosh, every step of this place. Like this room's crazy. Beams everywhere, like all over the place. And the way they all cleanly sit on the way they all cleanly sit is just, it's just wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah. 10-10, dude. This is crazy. Thanks for showing us your place.